What we're going to do is we're going to go from here and we've just literally gone around like that. That's all we've done. This is going to be so much easier for you. We're back with another educational beauty video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you life-changing contour tips and hacks. I've broken it down for you, made it really, really simple to understand. So it's not complicated, it's not technical, and it kind of works on most face shapes, and it's just not full of lines everywhere. So I think you're going to love this video. Now, before we head into the video, I've got some news for you. I'm really excited about it. I've started a new YouTube channel. So I'm going to be doing a vlog channel. There are already loads of videos up there, so you can like make yourself a cup of coffee, some tea, go chill out and watch it. Now, this channel has been made because quite a few of you have been asking for vlogs, like videos, and I also love watching vlogs as well. So I thought, why not start a new channel? And it's just a channel basically to show you my life behind the scenes. You get to see my studio, you get to see like press events that I attend, and maybe a little bit of educational kind of business advice thrown in, and just real, raw, everyday life for me. And hopefully it can be a little bit inspiring and motivating for you guys too. I would absolutely love your support. You guys have given me so much love and support over on this channel, so it would mean the world to me if you headed over there too and hit that subscribe button. Now, before we head into the video, if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram too. Now we can get started with the video. You guys ready for life-changing contour tips and hacks? This is going to be a complete game changer for you, and I really am excited for you guys to actually recreate this because I feel like it just makes it all easier for people, you know? I don't want to make this a difficult video. I wanted to make this really easy for you guys to understand, and I definitely wanted everyone watching this who has never tried contouring or has always kind of failed at their attempts at it, who looks at contouring as being a really difficult thing. I definitely wanted you guys to be like, I cannot believe this is so easy. This is like a complete game changer for me. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. Now we're going to start off with doing the basics, like just applying my concealer to my eyelids so that that's nice and clean. I really wanted to show you that though, because I feel like it's a part of the whole contouring thing. Now I have all my skincare on and we're ready to work like with the concealers. Now let me just explain this very quickly to you in a very easy way, right? There are other videos that I have that really go into detail about contouring and understanding contouring and highlighting and shading and sculpting and all of that, whatever you want to call it. But this I want to make really, really simple. If you watch this and maybe you understand contouring already and you're like, this is really basic, there are other videos which are going to blow your mind, which are very, very intricate and detailed. This video applies to everyone. So it doesn't matter whether you're a pro, whether you're not a pro, I just feel like it makes your life easier. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using concealers. We're going to be using concealers to contour the face, right? Now, I just want to tell you that I'm going to be using two shades. I'm going to be using one shade which is lighter than my skin, very, very little bit lighter, and then one shade which is kind of considerably darker than my skin tone. We've got white, we've got black. Just think of those two colors, right? Now the white is always going to make the surface area look bigger because when the light bounces off of that white, it just makes the area look bigger. Black is when the light bounces off of it, there's nothing really to bounce off of it because it's so dark, right? So it doesn't actually make the surface area look bigger. Quick example, when we wear black clothes, we kind of assume it makes us look smaller. That is the case. White clothes make us look like slightly bigger. That is exactly the same concept for this. So the lighter shade is gonna kind of light bounces off and it makes the area look a little bit bigger and enhances it. The dark shade is basically there to disguise and sculpt areas, so you don't need to worry about the area looking bigger, right? It's actually going to help to define the area a little bit more. So hopefully that makes sense. That's all we're going to talk about in that sense. That's all you need to know. You don't need to worry about anything else too technical. That is what you need to know. Now, second thing, why are we using concealers today? We're using concealers because honestly, it is what I use, what I have been using for years, and I feel like it completely changes the way your makeup looks. Guys, if any of you are on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, take this technique, use it. Let's make it go viral. Let's make people like understand that this is something that honestly gives you the most flawless finish. And it isn't my own, it's not something that I've invented. Don't get me wrong. This is something that has been used by pro makeup artists for absolutely for years. And I just feel like it's not known enough. You know, you see the odd bits here and there going viral and it's kind of like, enough said. I don't want to say anything else about it. What I do know is this genuinely gives you the most flawless base, and it is honestly amazing. Now I'm going to be using concealers, and it doesn't mean that you have to use the exact concealers that I've used, although if you want the exact result that I'm going to get, then you do want to use the exact concealers. It's pretty simple. But if you think it's too heavy for your skin, then go for something which is lighter. But bear in mind, you're not going to get the exact finish, but it will probably be better than what you're currently getting. So just keep that in mind. Now I'm going to be using a concealer. I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to be applying this on my eyelids first. So let's just go ahead and do this. Now this area is actually going to end up looking really nice and even. Now I suggest doing this if you have dark circles or darkness around the eyes, because it just honestly, it's going to make your life easier. You don't need eyeshadow primer. You don't need any of that. This honestly is your priming. This does it. This kind of like sets the tone for your whole eyelid area. It makes it all look even, and you don't have to worry about under eye circles. Now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, and I'm just basically gonna kind of like buff that in. There you go. As easy as that. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my stomach. That's nice and smooth. I'm not going to look up because I don't want that creasing to start. I'm going to use my Ben Nye banana powder and my Laura Mercier powder puff. I'm going to press it into the banana powder, and then I'm going to just press on top. And what this does is it basically sets it. So the same way that we kind of set makeup on the face. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques brush and just dust off that powder. There you go. Now the eyelids are completely set. That's done, completely done. Now there are several different ways to contour your face, right? But what I really want to show you is an easy way to do it, which is a generic way. So it's a way that anyone could do. If you feel that maybe, okay, it doesn't make my face shape look the way that I want it to look because maybe you've got a very, very thin face already, like long face, then maybe it's not going to work for you. There are several different ways to contour, different areas that you contour to change the kind of shape of your face. So this is just a generic contour that I'm showing you. But please bear in mind that there are contouring techniques to make a round face look slimmer, to make a long face look kind of like shorter, to make a double chin look very chiseled. There are different things that you can do, but you can't show all of that in one go. You know, I can't show you all of that on me because, you know, some of those issues may apply to me, but some of them may not, you know. So just bear that in mind. This is just just an easy way to contour. Okay, so now what we've done is we've set our eyelids. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer again, and I'm going to apply this to certain areas. I'm going to explain where and why shortly. I'm going to go through it pretty quick because I don't want it to dry up too quickly. Now what I'm going to do is apply my concealer here, right? So we're going to go all the way along here. Now I'm going to explain to you the positioning shortly, so just give me a second. Right. You can see I've applied it on either side of the nose there, right? We've gone from the top all the way to the bottom, and I've just spread it. I've kind of gone quite further in on the sides of the nose, right? So we've gone quite far in. We've made sure that, you know, it's kind of like symmetrical on either side, and we've brought it out a little bit towards the kind of like eye area there. Now the other place that I want to apply it is just here. I'm not going too close to my under eyes. By the way, guys, you know my lower lash line, I'm not going too close there. Now I'm going to apply it there, and I'm also going to apply it just here, anywhere that I feel that I have a bit of darkness, right? Because it's going to brighten the area. Now also what I do want to do is kind of like lengthen my face a little bit. So I'm just going to apply it here. Those are the only places that I'm going to apply my light concealer because I want to enhance those areas. Now this under eye area, usually you see it done like kind of either all the way across or here and then a little bit there. The reason I've done it here, this is a little hack for you because you don't actually have to do much then. This kind of like helps your nose contour. That's what I really wanted to show you, is this actually helps to slim down your nose as well. What I want to do is start buffing this in. I'm going to start buffing in other areas first and talk through it as I'm buffing it in. I'm getting my Hollywood complexion brush from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm using the fat side of the brush. I'm going to go onto my forehead first. Now this is really going to help to kind of like enhance this whole forehead area, just to lengthen it a bit because I want my face to look a bit longer. Right, I'm going to drag whatever's there down the nose, down the center of the nose. We're going to go down here and just buff this in. And then this area here is basically being lifted because of the direction that we applied it. Right. There you go, that's done. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and buff the under eye area, and this is where you're gonna see that it kind of helps to kind of slim down the nose a bit, but you'll see the finished result when we apply the dark shade, and also kind of cover those under eye circles. And note, we haven't actually applied any concealer on the under eye area, really, not too much. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna just buff it across. And the great thing is it does cover your under eye circles, like it gives you that nice coverage. But what I really like is it just goes up, it kind of like snatches the nose as well at the same time. See how now this is also lifting up at the end? Okay, we've got that brightness, we've got that lift. Okay, so now I'm going to use my e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. This shade is, I genuinely cannot see what the shade is. Oh, yes, it's a... It's Rich 60W. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to... It's like a brush tip, by the way, so it's like great for applying this. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go from here. And we've just literally gone around like that. That's all we've done. This is going to be so much easier for you because I feel like it just takes all the complication out of it. Like it just isn't as like difficult about trying to figure out where to put it. So all we've done is gone from basically the temple, like up here, quite high on the side of the forehead. And we've basically brought it down, left a little gap between the actual product and the hair, brought it down, and then when we've got to the top of the ear, we've kind of started to go down towards the lip. Now this, don't go too far down, and obviously if you already have a very like long face, then you don't really want to do a technique which is, you know, you don't want to bring it down too far down. What this does is it basically eliminates the need to have to apply the dark shade in small areas everywhere. You know, it's just a very quick way to do it. Now you can do this and not actually do the light shade concealer that I did. And if it's only like sculpting that you're looking for, then this is going to do the job and that's it. But I wanted to show you the other one as well before I applied this. Now, what we're also going to do is just very quickly kind of like help to snatch that nose even further. And all we're going to do is basically just draw a really straight line there, and that's it. I don't want to overcomplicate it by showing you other areas that you can put it on the nose. This is just a very easy, quick way to do it. Now we're going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush, the fat side again, and we're just going to basically buff this into the hairline. Always remember that it goes into the hairline, right? And then when we get here, we're going to just buff it in. So we're just like pressing it. And you'll see this starts to shape the face then. See how that has like slimmed down the face? We've got that really nice sculpting there, and it's gone down and given us kind of like really nice sculpted cheekbones. Same thing here. It's just so much easier if you just don't have time to think about where to contour. So it's just like you go along the forehead on the side of the forehead, and then as soon as you reach the top of the ear, you kind of slant down towards the lip and you're done. Now we're going to flip over so we can just kind of contour the nose. Now this area here, I'm just going to literally go down. Just take it straight down. And then when we get to the tip, I'm just going to like, whatever's left on the brush, just going to take it around the tip of the nose. Now this is where we're going to go over with foundation. I'm going to use my Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. This is 10.5. So I'm just going to apply a bit to the back of my hand. And I'm basically on top of this going to just buff in foundation. And then you're going to see what this all looks like. Like obviously you can see the contour a bit more now. Okay, so basically you can see how the contour is still coming through, and that's what I really wanted to show you, is how it can still give you that soft focus effect. Like we've applied our contour and it's really easy and quick, and I feel like it's not as complicated for you. Like you can just apply it in that area and blend it in and then you're done. Now using your foundation on top gives you the most flawless finish, honestly. Now I just want to set this very quickly because I want you guys to see what it looks like when it is fully set. We're going to go in with our powder, same thing we used earlier. Let's just dust this off. Now we've got no bronzer on, nothing. We've only got our foundation, our base done. I'm just going to use this wet wipe to kind of like clean my eyebrows a bit because they look like really weird. You can still see they're sculpting there, which is great. Now, obviously, I'm just going to very quickly finish my brows. So give me a second. I'll be back so you can actually see what this looks like when I look normal. There you go. Everything's done, and I want it, well, not everything because I've only done my brow, but I really wanted you guys to see what it looks like. I didn't want to put any kind of eye makeup or lip products on because I didn't want it to take away from the whole look. I haven't applied any bronzer or anything. I want you to see how contouring in this way, it still gives you that really nice sculpted look. So you don't have to like worry that, okay, it's not going to look as perfect as what it would do if I really spent some good time doing it or did it like, you know, in specific areas. This is just a very easy way to be able to get that quick contour, and I really hope you've seen by doing it with concealer and applying it underneath foundation, it gives you the most flawless look. It is a technique that's ultimately called underpainting, but I really wanted to kind of break it down and not confuse it, you know, like and give it a name, and then, you know, then you're like, okay, underpainting, it's really like, you know, I just wanted to kind of like, you know, like just not call it anything and just tell you very easily how you do it. Yeah. And do it in ways where you don't necessarily need to make marker points, everywhere. Although the light shade that I used, I did, but that's up to you where you decide to apply it. You could just apply it on the under eyes and that's it. So yeah, I really do hope this has all kind of like helped you. Oh yes. Oh my God, guys. How did I wait until the end of the video to tell you this? Although I have to remember to mention this in the intro outro, so hopefully I've mentioned it. I have a new channel. This is always going to be here. This is my like little baby. This is my beauty channel. Always going to be educational beauty on here. But I've had so many of you ask me about doing vlogs that I started a new channel. So please make sure you go over and show your support, because honestly, I'm really excited for you guys to go over that. There's already a whole load of videos up there. So like you can just get started. You can just make yourself a cup of tea, a coffee, sit down, put it on your TV or watch it on your laptop, whatever, and just sit and enjoy. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm kind of nervous because I really want to hear your thoughts, but at the same time, I'm really excited to give you guys a bit more of a peek into my life so that you can see what I get up to when I'm not filming for YouTube. But yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I thought, you know what, why not? I love vlogs, so I thought I really wanted to kind of do something myself, and you know, let's just hope you like it. And I really, really want to see you guys over there. It's also going to be showing like a behind the scenes look at my studio and like makeup. So it will be other stuff as well. But ultimately, I really want it to be an inspiring channel, something which is motivating, something which is going to make you feel like you want to go out there and kind of like, you know, get on with your dreams and your goals too. But also the reality of it, you know, and so you can see not everything is perfect, but at the same time, you do feel uplifted from it too. So I really hope it makes your day better by watching these videos. But I would love to know your thoughts. So please do let me know. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you have the best day ever. So how did you find that video? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it really made it much more easier for you guys to understand contouring, and there's some really good tips and hacks in there for you too. Don't forget to subscribe to my vlog channel. Make sure you do show your support there too. Now, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.